How's it going, everybody? It's Matt again, and today we're going to take a look at another one of these knockoff Transformers Flametoys model kits. This one, I mean, there's like no box art or anything on it, but this is going to be the MD-004. This is going to be a knockoff of the Flametoys Windblade. I'm not sure when this came out, but it just kind of came into my view just recently, and I bought this thing, and I figured we'd take a look at it because I actually do really like Windblade as a character and as a design, so I figured I'd check it out. But there's not really anything to talk about with the box. It's just blank, I guess, to avoid copyright or something, I don't know, or just save on cost, but it doesn't really matter. All that matters is the figure itself. So let's go ahead and open it up. I think I have it in the right orientation. Let's go ahead and just open it up. I haven't even opened this thing yet, so let's see. Yep, so here we have, it's kind of bent up for some reason, but there she is herself. Very cool looking. This is obviously, it's kind of an anime-ified, kind of sexified version of the character, just like their RC was. So it's going to be a similar type of thing. Nice instructions. Crazy instructions, actually. They're kind of hard to follow. I don't know what company even made this, honestly. I don't know even who to credit it to. It's just MD-004. But let's take a look at the runners. Okay, I will say right off the bat, this is kind of cheap plastic. I can tell just by looking at it for this red. So we'll see how well that holds up. It's not painted or anything. It's just kind of a... Oh, actually, it is painted. Look, there's a little bit of painted apps here on, I think that's the chest, and these look like wing parts. The line is, I mean, it's pretty crisp, so it's decent. Here we have kind of like a blackish, or like a really, really dark navy blue. It's kind of showing up black on the camera, but there's a bunch of different parts for that. Here we have more of that color, and it looks like there's some painted parts in here. Here we have painted clear parts. Interesting. That's kind of weird. So it's molded in just regular translucent, but it's painted on top. So this is like this is a painted pink, and then we have blue and then green, I think, there for the eyes. That's interesting. I wonder how well that'll hold up. We'll see. And here we have some nice blue. I like that shade of blue. And then we have this gross, like it's like a swirly gold. I don't like that. I don't like it when they make like that weird kind of like off gold. It would have been nicer if it was actually like painted, like actual gold. But there we go. There's the nice head crest. So we'll see how that looks. Oops. Oh, we got a little baggie here with the face, I think, with her geisha face. That's another reason why I really like Windblade, is she's based off of like a geisha. So that's some pretty cool paint there. Here we have like the hands, some different stuff there, and then there's one more little bag in here. It looks like we have some joint pieces and a whole bunch of stickers. So yeah, I mean, not too much else to talk about. Yeah, the plastic materials, obviously I can't tell until I actually unbox this thing, but it's, you know, I think this model is like, I don't know, 12 bucks, 15 bucks on AliExpress, so, you know, optimistic. We'll see. We'll see what this ends up being. But I do, of course, I stream building these at the point of you seeing this video. It's too late to actually catch it live, but on the live tab of my channel, there is a place that you can go and see the VODs where I went ahead and put this together, you know, just and so I can do this review. So I do also announce ahead of time when I do these unboxings and when I do the streams. So check out my social media. Everything is linked down in the description, my Patreon and whatever. You can check that out. I always announce ahead of time before I actually do building streams. So if you want to catch them live, check me out, and you'll be able to see me actually put these together live and ask me questions and stuff. But yeah, so let's get this thing put together and continue on with the review. All right, and here she is all put together. Yeah, it's a pretty damn good looking kit. Obviously, I mean it doesn't have any of the fancy paint like the other knockoff Flames toys that I've looked at. But it does have like some nice paint apps like on the face and on the chest and on the sides of the legs and the wings and stuff. But it's a damn good looking kit. Of course, it is Flames Toys. All the Flames Toys kits look good, but just like even as a knockoff, it's just pretty. It's really impressive. Like, look at the face. Look at the eyes in particular. Look at the detail in the eyes. That's really cool. But nice sculpt. Obviously, nice figure. It's kind of like a sexified Windblade. Windblade's probably my favorite fembot. Especially just I'm a fan of IDW, so I really like the character. But yeah, pretty damn nice figure. Yep, there it is from the back and from the side and from the front and all that good stuff. I'll go over articulation here shortly, but it is a model kit, so just in case I break anything, I'm going to go ahead and do size comparisons right now. So first off, here it is with the Flametoys knockoff RC. If I can get her to stand. These fembots have such a hard time standing. So there's the RC. I've also got, how about G Creations IDW Optimus, which just looks fantastic with Windblade. I think that looks awesome together. Go ahead and get RC out of there. And then here is Dreamstar Toys Long Haul. Just because it looks like it's the right kind of aesthetic with them. So yeah, looks really good. So I'll go ahead and get them all back out of the way. And real quick, we'll just talk about accessories. She doesn't have many. She just has these two holding hands, which are decent enough. And then we have two swords, which are pretty cool. That nice purple-pink effect, clear part. I like how it kind of wraps around to the front of the handle. Looks really nice. And she can hold them in these hands, no problem. They actually work really well. And apart from, they do slide just a little bit, but they're not too bad. They're like really light anyway, so not too bad at all. But let's go ahead and talk about articulation real quick. So the back parts here, there are hinges for the wings so they can pivot in and out. These little secondary fins can move back and forth, and they can rotate up and down at either side of kind of this cockpit section. Damn, Matt. There is a joint here that allows you to kind of pivot the entire backpack up and down just ever so slightly. Up here to the front, to the neck, there is a ball joint in the top of the head, so you can move it around, give her a confused Windblade head. You can rotate at that joint, all that good stuff. There's also a hinge here in the base of the neck, which can make her do the chicken cluck. There's also a joint kind of here into the center of the torso, which allows you to move the neck back and forth. The arms can kind of butterfly forward just ever so slightly, not much, but it is there. There is also a joint in the torso which allows you to lift it up just barely anything, but it is there. The shoulder is attached on two pins, so you can rotate that up and then the actual shoulder panel will move out of the way. You can rotate at the bicep up there, everything back how it was. There is a single jointed elbow, which will get you about that far, over 90. The wrist can hinge in and out at that red part here at the fin. There is kind of like an awkward joint here with this little kind of golden ball part. So it can rotate at the base of the ball and then rotate again here at the base of the hand. But there's a hinge in that, which allows you to pivot forwards and back for a lot of nice wrist motion, which is good. There's a whole bunch of different joints here in the torso, so I'll just go ahead and extend all this up. There's kind of a double hinge joint here, which allows you to move that way far forward. You can see the two hinges right here. And then there is a ball joint down here in kind of like the secondary part of the abdomen, Or is there? Am I confused? Yeah, there is a ball joint which allows you to kind of hinge forwards a little bit there. I'm honestly kind of afraid to motion it too much because I don't want to break it, but there's a lot of motion that you can get out of this waist section here. There is a ball joint in there for the, or are they a ball joint? No, it's just a hinge. It allows you to get these little red parts up and down out of the way for the legs. The kind of butt panels here can move in and out. I believe they're on a hinge attached there, like right at the butt crack. And there is kind of a dual hinge system up here that allows you to get the legs like way far forward. So if you extend this forwards and then the additional hinge here in the leg, you can get her to kick like all the way up, which is really impressive. And then you can get her legs to go all the way back pretty much because they're not really restricted by anything. And of course they can go all the way out, you know, just because. They can rotate right here below the butt cheek for the outer kind of thigh. Just rotates a little bit, doesn't go all the way around. There is a double jointed knee, one here and one here. So you can get the leg all the way up, which is great. And then there is, you can rotate at that gold bit there for her ankle. And then there's a hinge here. You can take the ankle forwards and back. And then down here at the kind of like where the heel starts, or where the kind of like the shoe, it looks like a shoe, you can pivot for an ankle tilt there. And then the very tip of the toe can angle forwards and back. So really good articulation on this thing. Really nice, good articulation. Get everything all back how it was, kind of. But yeah, let me clean her up and we'll do final thoughts on her. All right, and that will do it for the, I guess, unbranded MD-004, the knockoff Flametoys Windblade. It's a pretty damn good model kit and figure. I mean, the materials are pretty good. Articulation is fantastic. The sculpt work is great. It's a pretty faithful knockoff. It's all around just good. It's fairly inexpensive too. I think it was like $15 on AliExpress. I think it's definitely worth the pickup. It looks really good next to any of the other IDW stuff, stylized stuff that I have. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. I really like this thing. Of course, I'm kind of biased because I kind of like Windblade anyways, but it's a pretty good figure. Solid recommend from me. But of course, if you like the video, of course, just consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you feel like it, go check out any of my other reviews. They are attached to a playlist that is on my channel homepage. If you want to, feel free to go check it out. If you feel like supporting me, you can become a member. There's really no incentives to do so here on YouTube yet, but there might be in the future. But it is probably best to support me on Patreon if you'd like. It's the best way to support me. That's all linked in the description. If you feel like, just go check it out. But of course, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.